it's a cold and foggy day. Ooh, look, I got frost on my window. I might actually have to sit in the car and warm it up. Yep, it's all ice. So anywho, I got a lot to do today. I got a doctor's appointment today. I'm supposed to go to the DMV to renew my license. Here in South Carolina, we have this thing where I guess there's a new federal ID that you're supposed to get in order to access government buildings, to be able to fly, to be able to update your passport, all kinds of stuff. And I got to do that. Let me turn my radio off here because otherwise it's going to blare. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Okay, so anyway, I got to go do that today, and I want to talk about that. Part of the process is you're supposed to have with you, looking on the website, the DMV website, it says you got to have your social security card, proof of citizenship, which could be your birth certificate, which is what I have, and it says a couple of proofs of ID or address. So I've got, here's the weird thing, is I've got the water bill has my name on it and my wife's name on it, but our power bill just has my wife's name on it. Now, when we got married years ago, we had two households, and I sold my house and we lived in her house, so we kept her power. And then when we built our house like 11 years ago, we just moved the account over, so my name's not actually on it, although the water bill has both of our names, and I don't know if they'll take that. So I needed to find another bill with my name on it, I guess to prove residency or whatever. So I got my phone bill, and then I brought a copy of the power bill just in case, because I thought, well, I mean, they gotta know that I'm married to Dolores, because we've been married for a while now, and you know, almost 14 years. And anyway, so I brought that, and I'm gonna go to the DMV. They open up at 8:30. I'm planning to be there when they open the doors, because I want to go ahead and get this done and taken care of. So it's one less thing I have to worry about. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna do that. All right. I didn't bring with me any kind of camera mount, so I'm not really sure where to put you guys. I am driving a 2013 Dodge Ram, and I got this there's a little spot right up here that's kind of flat, and I'm kind of curious if I sit you guys down there, like you're flat, you look like you're flat and flush and all that stuff. Can you see me over the steering wheel? Can you guys see me in there? Hello, can you see me? Hello? I don't know if that's gonna work. I'm gonna give it a shot. I was watching some of my dad's videos on YouTube. If you don't know who my dad is, look up rpeek, rpeek, Richard Peek. My dad's got some videos. He's retired now, and he's enjoying the fine living of not having to go to a place and punch a clock anymore. So he gets to kind of do whatever he wants as far as making videos and experiencing life and being able to take time to look at things. And they've been living. They're up in Maine right now, and they're getting a lot of snow. And I think they're getting a little bit of cabin fever from the snow, because he wanted to get out of the house and go to the local, well, I say local, Owl's Head Transportation Museum, which is in Owl's Head, just outside of Rockland. Probably about a 30-45 minute drive, somewhere in there from where he lives. But he was able to take his new camera. He's got one of those DJI Pocket Osmo cameras, and it's really tiny. It's got a great image, and the sound quality is pretty decent. It's definitely a step up from what he was using. I think he was using one of those rugged outdoor, some kind of tough camera, and you know, it'd been beaten around a bit, and so the video quality was a bit rough, and the sound quality was a bit rough, and the new camera is definitely a step up. I'm defrosting my windshield still. I'm still not where I can see what I need to see. It's going to get there. I'm thankful for heated seats, and I'm thankful for my new puffy jacket. I was watching Dad's videos. The whole reason I started talking about Dad was he's going to the Owl's Head Transportation Museum, and he's got his toboggan on, and he's got a jacket almost just like this. And I got this puffy jacket now. I first saw these puffy jackets years ago when I went on a trip to New York. They were selling them, and it was like, yeah, what's the big deal about those jackets? Well, apparently part of the big deal is that you can squish them down really small so that if you need to travel with them, you can put them in your bag and it doesn't take up much space, and it's very, very lightweight. But it also keeps you nice and warm. Like, it's 32 degrees out here, and immediately when I walked outside, I could feel the cool on my head, but like my chest and everything feels fine. And this is like, I tried the ones in New York and they were expensive. Because it's New York, right? You know, I'm sure you could get like a knockoff brand made by somebody and they would be like, oh yeah, man, here you go. That's all you gotta do is just pay this dude some money and you get one that looks like the real one, but it's not the real one. Okay, I've kind of done that in a way, because the one I bought on Amazon. Now here lately in 2018, Amazon has turned into our #1 spending money place. I mean, that's kind of where we're spending most of our money nowadays, between that and Walmart. But I didn't even notice the fact that this jacket wasn't a name brand jacket or didn't have a name. I just ordered it because, you know, the price looked good and the reviews were really good and a bunch of people had bought it, and I thought, well, you know, I'm a big testimony guy. I like looking at reviews where real people say, oh yeah, I bought that and I like it. I mean, because generally people are going to tell you what they like and what they don't like. If somebody bought it and it was trash, they'd be like, this jacket sucks. But like every review I read said, this is a pretty decent jacket for a good price. And I think I got it for like, I don't know, 30 something dollars. But when I got it, I looked inside the tag, and the tag actually says Amazon, I think it's Amazon Essentials is their name brand for this. But like I said, it looks good, it's comfortable, and I noticed Dad's got a puffy jacket, and I don't know if it's the same one, but it like kind of looks similar. So anyway, just thought I'd throw that out there. It's very, very foggy out here, and I'm gonna shut up now so I don't get in an accident. But y'all be safe now. Talk to you later. Bye. Okay. So I got here to the DMV, the local Florence DMV, and they're not open until 9:30. If you look online, it says 8:30, but you go up to the door and there's a sign saying, sorry, we're not open until 9:30. So I'm here an hour before they open. The problem is it takes about 30 minutes to get here from my house. So if I go home and come back, I'll basically just be wasting gas driving there and driving back. Of course, I can just sit here for an hour. You know, there's a lot of people who say that communication is the key to everything, and this is a good example of that. They should rename or like have like a catchphrase for the DMV. Welcome to the DMV, where all your hopes and dreams die, and we make life really difficult because we can, because we don't give a shit, because you got to do it anyway, no matter what we say. That's what they should say. I mean, I know it's a necessary thing, but Jesus, why has it got to be so difficult? I mean, we live in an age where we have smartphones and we have the ability to reach people around the world with any kind of information, and yet when you look online for information, it's hard to find it. You got to check several sources, and if you go to their website, it's clunky and it doesn't work, and it's I was in the Marine Corps, and we would call that government inefficient, which means it's a piece of crap, obviously. I mean, Jesus, we spend millions of dollars on our infrastructure to have better equipment and better communication, and then we don't use it for simple things that people need all the time, like the DMV. Anyway, I'm done ranting about it. I'm just gonna sit here now and be pissed off and wait, because I'm supposed to be patient, right? You're supposed to learn patience, and you're supposed to I don't know, something. There's some lesson here I'm supposed to know, but right now it's just about being patient. So I'm gonna be patient. Well, that was about as painful as I thought it was gonna be. Jeez.
I mean, remember when you were 17 and you knew?
I gotta pause that. So I mentioned that I didn't know that they were going to be open until 9:30. Apparently, if I'd have looked on Google Maps, it has the new times listed there. I was under the assumption that they opened at 8:30 because I looked at it yesterday. I just looked up the information, what time does the DMV open, and it brought up office hours from 8:30 to 5. What I failed to realize is that if you go on their official website, look per day, it'll say what day. Now, I did take a screenshot of the Google Maps listing where it shows per day what time they open, and that'll be helpful in the future. I guess if you're in an area and you're curious if your place opens, check out Google Maps and look up the information and see what it says, because apparently it lists it there. So, anywho, I've got that lined up, and I took in birth certificate, driver's license, social security card, and I actually took in 3 proofs of identification of like street address and that kind of crap. And the guy doing it kept saying, "I'm sorry, I've never done one of these before," and which was a pain in the neck. Plus, I had a hazmat on my CDL endorsement, which I guess is another couple of screens they got to get through, and I had to fill out extra forms because of that. But anywho, I got it done. I got my new license. It's got a little star on it above the little heart where it says I'm an organ donor. And I guess the star is the, I asked them, I said, "Is this the official thing?" "Yeah, that's the official thing." "Okay, cool." So I'm good to go now, apparently, with the new federal ID crap. My wife has to get this stuff done too, and she and I talked about it, and online it says that if you had a name change, you need to bring your marriage license with you. And I asked them while I was in there, I said, you know, we got married 14 years ago. Does she need to have a, you know, her marriage license from that? And they were like, yep. So I guess she's got to bring a marriage license, which we have in a frame at the house. We got to open up the frame and bring it. So anywho, it's kind of an extra pain in the neck. I get, you know, I get the security of it, and them saying, you know, we gotta verify that you are who you say you are, because you could be somebody else. And that's true, I guess, you know, whatever. But I waited in line. I got out of my truck at like 9:10 and just stood outside in the cold. Thank goodness I had my puffy jacket on. I stood outside in the cold and waited in line so that I would make sure I got in first. And I was first, but it was freezing butt cold, and there was a lot of angry people behind me because they were all standing outside too. But that was the only way I could stop people from jumping ahead of me, because they were all pulling up and scooting towards the door, and I kept rolling the window down saying, "Hey, they don't open till 9:30. And I thought, as closer we get to 9:30, somebody's going to stand out here, and then I'm not going to be first, and I want to get this stuff done because I got a doctor's appointment. Now, I'll talk more about the doctor's appointment after I get done. So I'm pulling up here now. Y'all take care. Bye now.